Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Royals went deep 4 times as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-3. Heading into the day, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central, 19 games out of first. And the Athletics sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. The White Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-2. In the standings, the White Sox are leading the American League Central Division, 3.5 games ahead of second. And the Angels are atop the American League West, 6 games up on second place. The Texas Rangers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros 4-1. As of right now, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Astros are second in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. The Tampa Bay Rays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Tigers 5-1. At the start of the day, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Tigers are in 4th place in the AL Central, 14 games back. The Yankees earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-3. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Yankees are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Braves launched 3 home runs as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 6-5. It was their 7th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the Braves are atop the National League East Division, 1 game ahead of second, while the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Javier Baez drove in 4 and had a home run as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 6-2. As of right now, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're 7 games back. And the Cubs are in 4th place in the NL Central, 14.5 out of first. The Cincinnati Reds put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. In the standings, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds are atop the division. They have a commanding 7.5 game advantage over second. Jake Cronenworth had a great day driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping the Padres get the win over the Giants 15-14. At the start of the day, the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Padres are atop the division, 1 game ahead of second. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Now from the longtime home of the Halos, we've got baseball from Orange County, California. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Mike Trout, one of the league's best hitters, looks to gain ground in the chase for an AL batting title. First pitch is next. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Elvis Andrus is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game, fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here it comes now to Andrus.
Ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
The second baseman, Tony.
Next to stand in is Tony Kemp. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he brings a .353 batting line. Now the first pitch. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
And he misses 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Matt Chapman is on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. Heading out towards shallow right. Anderle is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Batting third.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts, and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Set to go now, Matt Chapman, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Oh, watch out.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Runners on first with one down. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Reined in. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Slider laid off for a ball. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he has an even 10 hits in 20 at-bats. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. A ball and a strike.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Popped him up. Fletcher is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A's strand a couple. A's 0, Angels coming to bat. We're just getting started on MLB Network. Paul Blackburn gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. There's Kemp to handle it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy is one of the great hitters of all time. 300 batting average with 300 home runs. That is a tremendous combo. He's a fun player to watch.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. To the left side, but it's well foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kenna in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Batting third, the center fielder, Mike.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. And though he's been in a bit of a slump in the last few series, he's still in line to finish the season with one of the league's top batting averages.
Yeah, he's had a monumental season. You can't take that away from him. But I'm sure he'll tell you that he's fully aware he is right in line to potentially run down a batting crown. But not the way he's swinging the bat right now. He has to find a way to relax himself at the dish.
And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 2 for 8. Now the 2-1. Hit hard to short. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Roll, this guy's really turned it on last 10 games, hitting well above 300 in that stretch, so he's doing all he can do right now.
Yeah, he's on fire, Dan. Everything is lining up for him to make a late surge at this batting crown. Don't try and do too much. He's been swinging the bat nice. Don't come outside of what you've been doing.
And that misses 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Two and one.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent a deep left. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mark Canha.
The right fielder, number 20, Mark Canha.
Now here's the first offering. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. And stepping in, Seth Brown. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A curveball hit right back at him. To Iglesias for one. On to first, and they get them both.
The catcher, Austin Allen.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up Austin Allen. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
No, inside.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled away. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Chad Pinder would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Shohei Ohtani digging in next. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Shohei Ohtani.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Ohtani, originally from Japan, of course. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 6. The left.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll lay off a slider too low. Ball 1. Comes in with an average of 265, 28 home runs, and an even 90 RBIs. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting 7. The first baseman, Jared.
So now to the plate, Jared Walsh. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. Andrus on to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
To the plate now, Ken Anderley, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 home. Walsh, the runner at first with 2 gone. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Now the 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a liner. Pinder's got it for route number 3. Angels leave 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score.
Yes, I'm never stop me from being a good wager. I get respect from observers.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he has been silent. 0 for 13. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Here comes the 1-2. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Racing back, the right fielder gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs and 32 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Next up, Tony Kemp. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering. Kemp stands just 5'6", bats left, throws right. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in a 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Drilled down the line. Rendon is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's.
Welcome back. The Angels are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. They come into this game near the top of the league in both batting average and on-base percentage. And talking to a few of the players earlier, they emphasized the importance of having quality at-bats every time one of them goes to the plate. One player told me, "We have a lot of professional hitters on this team, and we hold each other up to a certain standard." Guys, that level of accountability seems to make them a difficult bunch to deal with.
Okay, thank you, Huddy. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another try at 2-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield.
The batter number 4, shortstop, Jose.
In now, Jose Iglesias as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. One there.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ready with the 0-1.
That's outside.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Iglesias is off of first with 2 away. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Once again, a 3-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Pinder's got it for out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. Oakland is on top in this one, 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Ramon Laureano.
The center fielder, number 22.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. There's a fastball that misses. Now the 2-0. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. Now the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as we'd expect, not a huge differential here. In fact, no differential at all, with both guys clocking in at 92 as their top fastball. Next, here is Seth Brown, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the hind. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 11 for him on the season. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
The batter will be Austin Allen.
The catcher.
As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches 2nd time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. And that one yanked just foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Fielded cleanly, throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Oakland.
Clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm out of chase, money in case. Clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Pick up the
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
As he lifts it in the air to right field. Kenna is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei.
Next up, the 2-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run there for Shohei Ohtani. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Angels are on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Justin Upton, the next to hit.
Number 10,
This will take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Justin Upton with the solo home run. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Angels have come back to tie things at 2.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, Jared Walsh. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. One and two, here it comes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Chapman into foul territory, and this is going to be a foul ball. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He loses him on ball 4.
The right fielder, number 16.
And now Ken Anderle. First pitch on its way. Walsh stands at first with one out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Runner goes. He swings and misses. Throw down. Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air down the right field line, and it's a foul ball. And And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
So next to bat will be Max Stassi. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
From the stretch. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. 1-1. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder.
Chad Pinder.
And now the first pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0 on the way.
That's ball 3.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He bounced out last time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Trout. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And this throw gets away from him.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Next up is Tony Kemp. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Long throw to third. And Upton's not going to get him. He's in there at third.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Count now a ball and a strike. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Matt Olson, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Upton going back. Still going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that is 27 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Jose Quintana, the 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here.
Jose Quintana.
At the plate now, Ramon Laureano. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Quintana has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level. And in that time, he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Here's the 1-1. Hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound.
Yeah, this certainly wasn't what he was anticipating when he left the warm-up mound coming into this one. Couldn't get out of the 5th inning and gave up quite a few runs in this one.
Next, it'll be Mark Canha, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now here's the first offering. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Next will be the designated hitter, Seth Brown. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, Matt, that last AB was a changeup that was way up in the zone, and that ball got smoked. Listen, if you're going to throw that changeup, you have to try to keep that thing at the knees or below. He can ill afford to throw waist-high to belt-high changeups.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at-bat.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here at the Big A. It's the A's 6 and the Angels 2. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat.
The catcher, Max Stassi.
Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Strike taken up in the zone.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He
The
fell
batter,
behind
number
2-0 to start the at-bat.
Second baseman.
That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Pinder is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out
The batter,
number 2.
number 4. Shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First pitch coming. Here it is.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
2 out, nobody on. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Mike Trout is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next to hit is the catcher, Austin Allen.
The catcher, Austin Allen.
Quintana's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. The pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Austin Allen is retired to kick off the inning. Chad Pinder will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Fletcher onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Elvis Andrews. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here it comes now to Andrews. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Upton. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They lead it 6-2. Yusmeiro Petit enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
And there's 1 away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Now at the plate, here is Shohei Ohtani. Blasted a solo homer last time up.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now batting, left fielder.
To the plate now, Justin Upton, as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Every pitcher gives up home runs.
Now batting,
some more
first
than others.
baseman,
But the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
At the plate, Jared Walsh, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 0-1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 6-3. At the plate now is Tony Kemp. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Tony Kemp.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Quintana's ready. 0-1 on its way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting.
Digging in next, Matt Chapman. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep, and it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 31 for him on the season, as it is now 7-3. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan Plesac, somebody please stop the bleeding. This pitching staff on both sides are getting absolutely embarrassed.
This is one of those days, D-Row, when you sit and watching this game as a bullpen, you see this starting to unfold on both sides of the plate. This is one as a bullpen guy, you're sitting out there going, oh, Mr. Wizard, I don't want to be a pitcher today.
The windup and the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1. Ball, inside.
2-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Line toward the alley in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Now that
he got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Ramon Laureano. He swings and grounds it to short. Over to first, and that retires the side. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the A's 7 and the Angels 3. Lou Trevino gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
And now for the Angels, Ken Anderle. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Anderle.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trevino tossed a little over 85 innings so far, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Lays off 2-2 now. Full count now, 3-2. Max Stassi is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
In now, Max Stassi. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Pinder is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David.
So the next to bat will be David Fletcher. He flew out in his last debut. First pitch on its way as he'll take a look at ball 1. Anderle leads off first with 1 away. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A bullet to first base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So next to hit is Jose Iglesias. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's hitless in 6 tries. First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Mike Trout, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Angels strand a couple. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha.
The right fielder, number 20, Mark Canha.
Quintana's got his target. First pitch on its way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball left side, fielded by Rendon. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now back, designated hitter, Sept Brown.
So stepping in is Seth Brown. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Pitch on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
That one's in there, 3-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Austin Allen.
Next to dig in, Austin Allen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-0.
skied into straightaway right. Anderle gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. A's are gone in order, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. J.B. Wendelken is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57, J.B. Wendelken.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon.
First offering on its way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Comes set with the 0-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Up next,
striding forward now is the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Prior history in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. There's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 10.
Striding in is Justin Upton. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch on its way to Upton.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Ohtani, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
First baseman, Jared. Whoa.
So now to the plate, Jared Walsh, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looked like that one tied him up a bit, a swing and a miss.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Mike Mayers enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now to the plate, Chet Hinder. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
The left fielder, number 4, Chad Hinder.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Mayers, an Ohio native. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And it's 1 and 2.
Count 1 and 2.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
And now the first pitch. Elvis Andrus is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes now to Andrus. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
On the move is Trout. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Into the box, Tony Kemp. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Next to hit is Matt Chapman. In his career versus this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's outside.
The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Matt Olson will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
So here is Ramon Laureano, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. Now a third runner heading for the plate, and a relay home. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the third. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the A's 9 and the Angels 3.
And leading up for the Angels, the right fielder.
Standing in now, Ken Anderle. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Pops this one up. Andres shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 33, Max Stassi.
So now here is Max Stassi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Say you about that action, we know that's a front though. Yeah. Say you make the trap jump, that's what's up, bro.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
At the plate now, David Fletcher, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's got one hit in 4 at-bats. Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Stassi stands at first with 1 out. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Ready now for L.A., Jose Iglesias. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 0 for 5. First offering on its way as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Athletics used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Paul Blackburn with his 4th win this season. Dylan Bundy struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 9 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Angels, 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
tags on my car. Now I got gophers picking up my lawn. This annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel while my lobster's boiling. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me? BMX, I ain't stunting for free. On my mama deceased, so you know that it's true when I speak. Matador, I ain't running from beef. Mike Tyson, that's why my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love at my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the boss. I win. Again and again.